Hello, hi everyone. My name is Juni Sultan. I'm a consultant vascular surgeon from Hull, UK, and I'm here as part of the humanitarian mission with Fajr Scientific and WHO. While doing the ward rounds, operating, and doing a lot of humanitarian work, I came across a specific group of individuals, and I just want to introduce a lot of them to you. And they are all the medical students in the Gaza Medical School. And the reason I thought that I would basically introduce all of them to you and share their struggles and highlight how important it is to hear to them and see how we can help them out. And the reason I'm highlighting this is that while going on the ward rounds and doing the different operations, I thought I'm working with the residents and their level of experience and work and their quality of work and their encouragement to how much they want to contribute is simply amazing, and it's beyond anything to explain. And that made me to really talk about them, and their level of excellence of the work is so good that they work similar to any resident and not as medical students. So that's why it's very important that we really basically talk to them and we highlight their struggles and try to help them. So I want to start with four of the students who are here with me. So Noor, Sama, Dr. Fatin, and Dr. Rida. And Noor, so please, first of all, tell me that how many medical schools are there in Gaza and what has happened to them?
Yes, so there are only two medical schools in the whole Gaza Strip. The Islamic one that follows the Islamic University of Gaza and the other for Al Azhar University of Gaza, and they're both carpet bombed. I myself have seen a video of the bombing of my own medical school that was really posted, showing the video and the cheers over the bombing of that as I was working or volunteering at Al-Najjar Hospital in Rafah.
Okay, so Dr. Fatin, please just add to it and tell us that has any of your colleagues, like medical students and your trainers, your teachers, have they been killed in that? And what's the ground reality right now?
Yeah, the two medical school, as Noor said, have completely destroyed, and many trainer doctors lost their lives. We are suffering a lot. Our training programs stopped. We can't continue anything. All my university offices destroyed during this conflict. Also, the electronic systems stopped, so we can't get any document from universities or anything.
Right, and really going back to that point about the losing classmates and professors, I myself have lost my beautiful friend, Bisan Hilasa. She was my classmate at the Islamic University of Gaza. Her life was cut too short, and then same thing about Nada and Duha Durmush. They had so many dreams and they wanted to finish med school, and their lives were taken away from them way too soon. And then same thing about professors who were working really hard trying to get us all the knowledge to the blockaded Gaza Strip, really just like staying always ahead of research and really just bringing us with all the new knowledge, at med school. And they were killed too. Dr. Mohammed Daboud, Dr. Rafat Lubba, Dr. Hammam Allah. They're all gone now.
So you as medical student have lost a lot of talent basically,
Exactly.
what you could have kind of got benefited from. So Sama, would you mind add to it how this has all affected the structure of the teaching program of the medical school?
Okay, so by the beginning of the war, all the classes have stopped, and we're not able to go to have any classes and lectures, any official lectures anymore. And I don't think that we will able to have any lectures soon, because as my friend said that the buildings got bombed. We lost a lot of colleagues, a lot of doctors, a lot of teachers. Like my teacher, Dr. Hussam Hamada, the consultant of pathology in Al-Shifa Hospital, he got killed. Also, a lot of my colleagues, I want to mention her name, Dima Al-Masri. She was like the sweetest girl. She has a lot of dreams about being a doctor and studying in the medical school. But I hear that she got killed with all of her family. A lot of other colleagues, I want to mention Muhammad, I want to mention There are a lot. There are a
Okay.
lot. Like we lost a lot, and a
Yes.
lot of other teachers. My Hebrew teacher also got killed.
Okay.
Dr.
So
Yeah.
if I am correct, so right now you do not have any
No, there-
campus where you can go and study?
No, there's no camps. There's no a program
No
for
program.
us to have lectures,
Lectures.
at the moment.
And due to lack of the internet, correct me if I'm wrong,
Exactly.
but you cannot even continue like even an online teaching program because there are no logistics.
Exactly, because not all the medical students have the access to internet, so we cannot attend to the lectures. Even if we have internet, the internet is not that good to actually attend to lectures on Zoom or videos. Like we can't open like that all the time.
Right, and the environment for studying is not really
Yeah.
great.
Exactly.
Like, the students are staying in tents and
Tents.
they're always being displaced and leaving here and there. Like
Yes.
no books, no electronics.
books.
So,
Okay. So Dr. Heather, would you mind please add? So right now there is only European Working Hospital, which is the main hospital in Gaza, which covers the whole population. Are there any other sites where medical students can go and have their placements or not?
And in Gaza, no.
No.
But maybe in other lands will be, but there will be difficulties. Like a lot of people have this the prices and visas to go out, and also a lot of like female don't like to go out alone without their families, and yes, there is no hope in this way.
This way, okay. So Dr. Noor, would you mind just expand this more? So right now the students' dilemma is that they have no campus, they have no internet facility, and only one hospital site to cover the placement. So would you mind just expand on that and just tell us the struggles with that?
Yeah, so you're talking right now about thousands of students wanting to finish their medical education, and there isn't really a place for them to go continue their education. For example, for me, like coming to the European hospital is a struggle of itself because I live in Rafah and it's kind of far coming here, and also there's a whole problem of transportation, and then we're also talking about the danger side of us really moving here and there. Because everywhere in Gaza can be a target currently, and really moving is just not that safe for students coming in. And the European hospital itself does not have the capacity
Yes.
to fill all the students, like thousands of students
Thousands.
coming in.
Because Shifa and Al Nasser were quite
Yeah.
big hospitals compared to.
Also,
And also you're talking about like emergency, in terms of emergency, doctors are also occupied and busy. We're working on cases like, not really so much time of teaching all the time because sometimes you just have to run fast and
Run fast.
Exactly.
also the European hospital, as you know, is full of displaced people. More than 23,000 of people inside the hospital. In addition to the people around the hospital, so there is no place for us as a female doctor. We don't have any place to sit in or to take some rest or even to sleep one night. And the road is dangerous as you know.
Okay.
And also, this hospital doesn't fill all the departments. Like
Yes.
there is lacking departments.
Lacking department.
Yes.
So even if you have the opportunity to do placement at European hospital, you do not have exposure to all the specialties
Exactly.
basically. Okay, so it does not fulfill your own curriculum. Okay. And Dr. Fatin, so I believe you have completed your study and you are just literally waiting for your certification so that you can start your clinical placement, but there is no kind of a authority who can sign you off. Correct me. Just please expand on that. What are the struggles?
Yes, I've recently finished my internship here at Nasser Medical Complex before this edition of Gaza. But I didn't have my certificate because of financial issue. Then when the war happened, I couldn't reach my university. My university completely destroyed. All the offices destroyed, and the electronic system also stopped. So I can't get my certificate now. Also.
Yeah, you're right. It's the same thing about us as students too. Like we don't really have a track of what we've finished. We
Yes.
can't really get our transcripts for all the years that we finished.
Yes,
so far.
because
So-
there is no management and there is no system in place.
Yeah, all the transcript systems and servers are suspended.
And all of the systems that that offered to us doesn't help so much because they want us to continue as online
Yes.
education or going out, and then me as a second year, if I think to go to Egypt, they want me to start from the first year,
Yes.
and so it's so hard.
It's hard. So just expand on this, Dr. Samail. Tell us. So basically, is there any system in place which can, or have you been explained of any program which is going to help you guys? Because it's been nearly 6 months now. But have you noticed any kind of any hope or anything which is kind of
So until now, I didn't see anything that official is
Okay.
coming, official program that's actually going to give a real help for these students. All the programs, they're not official, talking about like maybe an online classes, and no one actually give us like a certain information of what's the future of the students. So we're now having no clear plan about what's actually going to happen with our schools, or if someone actually is going to help us. There was actually some suggestions, but nothing official
But
until now.
what we earnestly seek is support in form of scholarships,
Yes.
especially for advanced studies in specialized fields,
Okay.
or comprehensive programs for training new graduates, maybe like this.
And actually, I wanted to mention that maybe online classes won't be the best solution for the problem that we are having. Because it's okay, like we talk online classes, then what? Where we are going to have our training? Because you said, as we mentioned, that the European hospital is the last hospital that in Gaza. So if it's out of function, then where like if Nassim Halal is out of function, where are the students going to have their training?
Yes.
So
Not just
like the problem is all the medical schools is gone.
Yes.
The hospitals that we have training in is gone.
Yes.
So like the solution that many students are like seeing or hoping in now is actually to complete studying outside.
Okay. So one thing, sorry, Dr. Adab. So I just want to highlight and let the people know on this, because this is very significant and very important, because medical students are spread a lot, not only on the European hospital, but some are outside in the
Yes.
camps,
Yeah.
and some are on other
crowded
sites,
places.
crowded places, and there is no network and communication between them, and that is due to lack of the internet
Exactly.
facility, telephone, and all that.
Connections.
So here, like we tried to organize some lectures in the evening, because that's the only time students can have some time to have education. They are very motivated, very enthusiastic to learn and continue their education. And all the missions who have been coming, we have been trying to give some lectures to them in the evening at 8 p.m. from 8 to 10 p.m. and they all come and they attend. But the problem is that due to the curfew and due to other obstructive measures, not all the students who don't live on the hospital site, they cannot come and attend that.
Yeah.
So last night I was giving a lecture to them, and only hardly like 6 students could come, because all the students who were not on the European hospital site, they were not able to make it.
Yeah.
So there are a lot of challenges. So we need to think about it, how we can actually make it deliver and make it a sustainable solution to make it work. So would you like to expand on it, Dr. Noor, that what's the way forward? What do you think, how we can kind of do something about that? From the medical student point of view, how do you see and where it is going?
Yeah, so I feel like us being able to continue our education inside Gaza currently is going to be really challenging. I mean, it has to start with a ceasefire, that's to begin with. But then afterwards, it would be really challenging. This can be tried, but it won't be the best quality of education, honestly, for students, if they really just get their trainings at the European hospital, and it won't be enough, obviously. But then the second option would really be just for other countries and other med schools abroad to host med students and get them to continue their education there, and then send them back to help and serve the community here as we're done. So we
Okay.
really have that option, because online teaching, even if we go back to, I don't know, it wouldn't be called normal, but really better situation or better circumstances than what's happening, you can't really get a doctor graduating from online learning, really.
Yes.
And no, not
And
really.
let
You'd
me
have to go.
mention
Yes.
that a lot of students like me lost their homes. So living in crowded places with a lot of people is not a good environment to,
Yes.
to study and
Yes.
having lectures.
This is very, very important actually, that to have a good kind of, to continue your education while you are living in a tent or in a small room with
Mhm.
10 different family members, and like living in a, let's say, next to a corridor which has thousands of people in it. So this is not the way to complete your medical studies, and you need proper environment. You need to have a way why or how you can do this sort of a hard work, and especially these medical students who have been put in a position that they are working much more or advanced to what they are supposed to do. So they are working literally as residents, and they are doing an excellent job. So I have never seen so brilliant and bright students anywhere, I must say. So for them, to give them an opportunity to complete their education, it is very important we talk about them and make some appropriate arrangements to help them and facilitate this. Dr. Sama, how do you find the missions coming and helping to deliver lectures and educate? How do you find? Is
So-
it important? Is it helpful?
So actually, we didn't take lectures since the beginning of the war. So when doctors coming in mentioned that they could give us lectures, it was so exciting. And me and Ragad, we attended to all the lectures that the doctor gives. It was so fun to actually go back to learning again and like gain information, even if it's like a little bit advanced. But no problem. We are so blessed with that. We are like, it was so good to learn again because all the students, like even the war and
Yes.
like bombing our colleges, and a lot of we lost our homes and lands and whatever. But no, we still have the passion to actually be doctors, because we saw how important the doctors actually for our people, because
Yes.
we are now as a medical students, we are helping our people.
Yes.
That's so important.
Yes, not just having lectures, but also, but also we go to the ER and OR and give help as volunteers,
Yes.
and treat people. So when you give us the information and how should we treat these patients, this help us so.
That's really good.
So actually, doctors coming in missions to Gaza to help us and to give us information and gain experience for them, this is actually means a lot to us and to people in Gaza, because you guys are coming to help us. This means that the people and the world didn't forget about us. Like you are coming
Yes.
and helping us, and we're saying that the world didn't forget about us. We're visible actually. That means a lot.
Thank you. Dr. Noor, would you mind finish by giving a message to all the humanitarians out there? What would you like to say to them in respect to the medical students?
Yes. So we have lost so much. A lot of us lost a lot of our houses. We lost our schools, lost a lot of our colleagues and our dear professors. And we owe it to them and to all the people who were killed in Gaza to continue our medical education and to continue helping our people and to continue saving lives as we're able to. But we can't do this with everything that's going on. So really, we need the help of the world to continue our education, because we have so much passion and we really want to help and we really want to learn and want to do so much for our people, and we want to finish and we want to make great female doctors, and we really appreciate your help and support, because we can't do this with everything that's going on here. We really need your support to continue our medical education, and thank you.
Thank you. I would like to appeal to all the presidents and the prime ministers of the Western powers and all the Arab leaders that please come here, send your ambassadors, send the mainstream media here and question this, why the universities have been destroyed. As per international humanitarian law and the Geneva and the Hague Convention, what's the rationale for this? And please help this group of people. They are the lifeline of the civilians of Gaza, to help and treat them, and they are the future of the Gaza healthcare system. And whatever we can do to help them on the humanitarian grounds, we should continue that sport and always fight for that. Thank you so much.